Yes. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first ever vlog of 2017. Should have been doing this a long time ago, but I like to be a bit of a perfectionist, you know, fresh trim and all that, all the right environment, circumstance, all that. But you know, things happen, and I thought, you know, better late than never. Just get it done when you can. So got a bit of free time. Well, got a bit of time whilst I'm cooking, I should say. As you can see, cooking up some lean minced beef. This one's courtesy of Asda. Usually I go butchers, but when it gets a bit too late and you run out of meat, you know, you've just gotta go where you can, really. So I'm here, and to be honest, this has been like the staple of my diet for good, say 3-4 months now, maybe even a little bit longer. Whilst I was bulking and also whilst I've been cutting down. At the moment I'm just over 8 weeks out from the BNBF Midlands Qualifier, which is in Birmingham. I usually do the one in Manchester, but unfortunately I'm away for that one. I'm actually in Canada for a wedding, so I'm kind of looking forward to that, but I would love to have you know, done the Manchester Qualifier, as the actual venue is only down the road. You can literally roll out of bed, take 2 minutes to go there, register, get weighed in, all that, you know, and then back here and just chill out. But you know, got to go to Birmingham. But the apartment's sorted for both the qualifier and the British finals, so that's one stress out of the way. Yeah, so at the moment just going to cook up some food, get another meal down me. Actually running behind on the meals tonight for one reason or another, which is very rare. Actually got a late start, even though I was up early, if that makes sense. That makes sense, because I was on a refeed yesterday and I woke up, had a client early in the morning, and I thought I'm going to do cardio after, so I didn't bother to eat. Took some fat burners, trained the client, and then done 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, and then came back, and that's when I had my first meal. And then from there I've been running behind, but you know, once this is cooked, get this down me. I'm just debating on whether or not to have some carbs with it. If I do, I might just throw in a sweet potato, probably about 200 grams, and some walnut oil. That's usually my meal. If it's not sweet potato, then it's basmati rice with the walnut oil and lean minced beef. Got a bit of seasoning on this, some of this stuff. It's actually not too bad. I can't cook for shit, but you know, this does help. You know, with me, to be honest though, I'm not a huge foodie, I'll be honest, especially as the years have gone by and competing as a bodybuilder, so I can pretty much get anything down me. For me, if it's going to help me grow or help me get shredded or whatever the goal is, like in regards to my bodybuilding, then I'll just have it, regardless of the taste really. But if it does taste good, then it's a bonus, you know. So this is nearly done. Nearly done. But yeah, at the moment I've been having a shitload of protein. I don't usually have so much, but this year, well, since last year, since my off season, I've actually noticed that having more protein and lesser carbs, but having around the same calories, has been much better in terms of my physical appearance. I've actually not put on as much fat in the off season, and even getting ready for comp now, I'm still on just under 4,000 calories, and over the past 9 weeks lost about 9-10 kg, and that's not really trying neither. So you know. It's good. So yeah, as I say, my macros currently protein around 400 grams of protein, sorry, around 200 grams of carbs, and around 140-150 grams of fats. That's good fats, that is. So yeah, like last prep, it was mainly carb based. Carbs were really high. I can't remember the macros as such because it did change over the whole prep, but I definitely didn't look in the condition I am now at this time out. I've looked at some comparison pictures and stuff like recently, and you know, I'm coming a lot sharper, let's just say that. But yeah, back to the food. The walnut oil, good stuff. And my Cholula. If you do follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, you will see these regularly on regularly. I can't even say the word. You see these often, man. You see them often on my Insta story. So yeah, I don't travel without them. I can be a bit flexible when it comes to dieting, not so much in foods, but as in like portion sizes. You know, I play it by ear a lot, go off how I feel, how I'm looking, and I'm not so regimented. So one day I might wake up and look in the mirror and think, do you know what, I need a lot of carbs today, and then I get a lot of carbs in me, or I might wake up and think, do you know what, it's supposed to be a refeed today, but I don't feel like I need a refeed, I don't look like I need a refeed, so we'll keep the carbs nice and low, and that's just how I am. But whilst my sweet potato was cooking, I thought I'd take you on some supplements. For those that know, I am sponsored by Mastered Fit, and I'm very fortunate to have them on my side because I get lots of freebies each month, well, whenever I need them really. So as you can see, this is like what I'm actually taking at the moment, and that's no rubbish. This is the stack right here, barring my pre-workout, because that's at the gym. So I've got my Mastered Fit pre-workout, and I've started taking the Mastered Fit Extreme Pump as well. Both high in caffeine. You probably shouldn't take them together, but with me, I'm not too caffeine sensitive. Been taking this ultra lean diet whey now for a while, and this is kind of like one of the staples of my actual diet. I generally have it in the morning when I've... Okay, enough of the protein. Get some of me now. I generally have it in the morning with my oats, 2 scoops with, it's usually around 50 grams of oats in the morning, and then with some walnut oil or another type of fat, any good fats anyway, omega-6, omega-3s, anything that contains that. So that's what I'll have in the morning. I've got my zinc and magnesium, my milk thistle, my green tabs, which is basically just a green tea extract. So I use that and try and boost the metabolism. I've got my casein right here for the night time. So I'll have that. If I'm having some more oats, I'll bang some of that in, but I might just have it as a shake, or or sometimes I'm actually mix the casein with the super greens. It's not the best thing to do as in taste wise, but like I said before, I just get things down me. I also have the multivits and minerals to keep me topped up, and I've just started taking these bad boys here as well. So this is some fat burners which also contain caffeine, so I'm on a lot of caffeine right now. I really don't recommend it. I know. She's shaking her head. She's really shaking her head at me. I do take a lot of caffeine, so what's that? 200 milligrams in that, in one capsule, and I take 2. There's 500 milligrams in 1 scoop of pre-workout, and then I've only really started taking the Extreme Pump like over the last couple of days, and I've been varying the dosages, so there's no I couldn't say the exact amount of caffeine I'm having at the moment, but as you can tell, I'm having a lot. But I'm not having as much black coffees anymore. I don't have any black coffees anymore. You know, I'm having enough caffeine throughout the day. I don't work nights anymore, which I stopped doing about, about a month ago now. And I used to absolutely kill the caffeine because I'm working nights and then I go and drink nights in the day as well. So I was pretty much running off caffeine. But at the moment, this is what I'm on. I'm on my green teas. I've got some of this Tetless stuff. I've got some moringa. If you know about moringa, then you do know. I prefer some organic stuff. But I saw this in the shop and yeah, I thought I better get it because my family members, my brother and my cousin have been telling me about it for years. Even my barber telling me about moringa and about all the good properties that it has in it. Google it and you'll find out it is like a super plant or tree really. Yeah, so get hold of that. What else we got? Oh, the good stuff. Gingerbread green tea. We've got some just normal green tea, just pure green tea, cheap and cheerful. And we've got some more berry burst green tea. Yeah, so as you can see, I like the green teas. Just give me something to do, something to drink. I drink lots of water, especially whilst training. I must go through at least 2.5 litres during training. I don't know if it's habit or what, but after each set I like to have a little sip. I usually put my BCAAs in during my training as well, and sit that throughout my workout. So yeah, that's everything which I drink. I see some hot chocolate in there, which I don't have unfortunately at the moment. Put that away. Right. I weighed in this morning at 98 kg. So it's still pretty heavy. Started off at 107 and down to 98. But I did have a refeed yesterday, so it did go up a tiny little bit. But yeah, we're looking alright. We're looking pretty good right now. Feeling good. Training's going really well. Apart from I've had a little niggle in my chest for I think about 4 or 5 weeks. So I trained for the first time on Tuesday, and luckily it's all sweet. No issues. It fatigued pretty quick though because I've not trained for a while, and the strength wasn't great, but I was just happy to train it. So everything's back on track. I'm doing things a little bit different than in recent years during my prep, because I usually just let my strength dwindle away really. You know, especially in the pressing department, my pulling's always like pretty decent. Always stays pretty strong when it comes to pulling, even during prep. But my pushing, it goes terrible. I swear, I don't know what happens, but I can't press nothing. So this year I've been extra focused to maintain as much muscle mass as possible, and either maintain or increase the strength, which has been happening. If you've been following my Instagram, I've been posting a lot more videos of my training, and as you can see, I'm still pushing some decent numbers. So we'll see what happens over the next 8 weeks. But obviously that's just the first step, because I'm hoping to reach the British finals and then the World finals. That's the goal. The ultimate goal is to get the pro card. But I know it's going to be a tough battle. I know there's some people out there who want that same thing as me, so want it probably just as much. So I don't expect it to be a walkover, not at all. I'm not exactly sure who's competing this year, but I believe Lewis Smith's competing. He's beat me 2 years ago. He beat me in the British finals and the World finals. He placed second in the British, I placed third. He placed first in the Worlds, I placed second. So he's beat me, but I'm coming for you, man. If you're stepping on stage, I'm coming for you. No, it's only banter anyway. No, I do want to win you. I ain't gonna lie. I do want to win. But you're a nice guy. You're a good guy if you're listening. I've got to love all the competitors that I've stepped on stage with. You do meet some really nice guys. Well, I have done anyway. But you know, the main goal is to win, and that's what we do. You know, it's too much effort just to be going up there and not really caring about the placing. I have to sacrifice a lot in order to come in the shape that I do when I step on stage, and you know, I want to earn that first prize. That's what matters. That's really what matters. A lot of people do say, you know, it's you versus you, nothing else matters, which you know, it makes sense to an extent, but at the end of the day, you still want to be better than the rest, or you know, I think you'd want that. There's some people that just go up there for the experience, which is I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. You know, at the end of the day, you do learn a lot. And I've learned a lot over the years of competing. Each year I compete, each competition I do, you know, you learn a lot more about your body, things that you wouldn't really know unless you do compete, or you have like a seasoned trainer in your corner, which I don't have for one reason or another. You know, I just do this all on my own. So yeah, so you know, I'm there to win. I'm there to win. Yeah, this year, well, even in previous years, I've thought about doing different federations. One thing I will make clear is that I'll always do BNBF and then the FAC. That is a federation which I feel is pretty close to my heart, if I'm honest. I don't have no actual affiliation to it, as in I've got nothing to do with the runnings of it, but it's where I started, and it's a federation which I do respect highly. I'm happy with the way it's run. It's always a professional show, high quality as in the venues they use, and also the competitors that turn up on the day. So and that's the only type of competition I want to go into. I want to go into somewhere where I'm going to be challenged, where I'm up against the best in my category in the whole country. I don't feel the point in going to a federation where the talent isn't there and the quality isn't there. So, you know, a win isn't a win to me. If I'm the only person on stage and I come off first, I ain't gonna feel good. If I'm on stage shredded and everyone else is way out of shape, it's not gonna make me feel good about myself. It's not gonna really the sense of winning is not really gonna feel like winning if the competition's not standard. So if I do another federation, it will be something that's known for a high calibre of talent in their competitions. So which federation, I don't know yet. Preferably a tested one, but my boy Q, I'm sure he's got some type of goings on with the PCA, because he's been asking me for a long time now to compete in the PCA. I did attend one of their shows last weekend. It was the British Finals. Got there a little bit later than I planned to, but we did get there in the end, and it was a good show overall. I was pleased with the talent. The venue was good, and yeah, it all seemed to run smoothly from when we got there anyway. But obviously it's untested, so it won't be level playing fields for me. But if I feel like I can be competitive in a certain category, then I might try that, because I've known other bodybuilders, natural bodybuilders, to go into different federations and still do well. But you know, we'll have to see. It's something that I'll have to give a lot of thought to. I've also thought about Musclemania. I'm not sure how natural that show is, just through rumours. I know it's supposed to be a natural show, They say it's a natural show, but from what I've heard, you know, and that's debatable. But you know, we don't know. We don't know. What federations? There's a few out there, but they're the ones I've been thinking about anyway. But the main one, BNBF, and then DFAC. They're the ones which I'm definitely doing this year. And that's it. But that's the end of this vlog. I'm going to keep them coming. But if you haven't already added me on social media, you can add me on Instagram, you can add me on Snapchat, you can add me on Facebook. Yeah, Twitter. I think, yeah, I've still got my Twitter going. Add me on Twitter. It's all, it'll be all somewhere on the screen. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but yeah. Add me, follow me on YouTube, subscribe, comment. Anything you want to know for the next vlog, just let me know. Any feedback would be good, you know. Constructive criticism is always welcome. And yeah, see you next time.